expired. Oh, stop the stream. Terrible time. Terrible time. Email.
Is it time for a new email address?
Yeah. You must cheat the
Okay,
system.
not long now. I need to catch up with. I got a message from Drew saying I'm sorry I couldn't do the company things that they they were meant to do with Sally. So I'm probably gonna have a chat with Sally later and just do it myself. I just need access to that like company, and then mm, I
Hmm.
I can be okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, okay. So let me
I'm
see
quite
here.
happy with the thing that we did last night with Gans. It's
Yeah, everything was looking a lot more, and then and the process. It seemed like we could hit an area in about a night, which like seems like a relatively good speed. And like what I'm doing now is I've just been going through the Crete level. Um, I've identified a
yeah,
couple
getting the
areas
kid.
that obviously we need to improve. A lot of it is data in terms of like improving stuff to not look as crap. In terms of like the fall animation is dodgy when you fall from. So like a bunch of stuff is that. But aside from that, it's really just there's a couple things. The thing I'm gonna do now that I noticed that is I think actually quite key um, for a lot of this stuff. Um, uh, I think what can quite easily go unnoticed, I guess. But yeah, the thing that I think is actually quite key is yeah, this the in terms of like the leisure section, one thing I noticed that is happening, I think, more times than we realize is actually the fact that yeah, the ledges they're like when they're in the character, they're colliding with surfaces inside, like from inside to going out, and therefore it's killing the wall trace when you're on thicker ledges and stuff. So there's some behavior there that I've noticed though. So what I want to basically have now, in the next 2 hours or so, is I basically want to be able to move around level, not even jumping or anything, but just see solid ledge detection always. The drop ledge is solid. The jump ledge, no matter where I'm moving, I don't see anything that sucks ledge wise. And then
Yeah.
once I'm at that point, then we can kind of go from there. So um,
Yes, I think the edge detection there, it's yeah, we need to have it a little bit more, let's say,
I think it
expansive,
just needs
but
to
in a
do
way that
more.
yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
just a
like
ray. The ray is not
yeah,
enough.
it's just
A
a
little
single ray. But
cone or
I also think it
something.
needs to be a more, like you said, more conal, like through like a vision. But also,
Yeah.
I also think it needs to I think it needs to look beyond the first hit it gets. So that's the first thing I want to do is because the first thing you hit may not be a ledge. And I think that's the issue is because the ray stops at the first thing you hit, which means that if you hit anything, right, in the way at all, right, so it says like, oh, like, I don't know, I hit like, so I'm tracing down below and there's a little thing in the way that's not a ledge, but I hit it, then that trace is gone. But it could be that there's actually just a ledge straight in front of it that's valid. So there's and it was the exact thing I was noticing when I was like, I would climb one of the little beams, and I was like, why is it picking up that ledge? And I would look at it, and I was like, oh, it's hitting the wall of the thing I'm standing on below me, and therefore it's not picking up that wall, which then meant that the ledge in front of me wasn't getting picked up until you're much further forward, which would make sense why then the behavior of what it tries to do it resembles the context goes on. So like yeah, there's a bunch of behavior. So I'm basically just kind of going through in the Crete level, seeing what behavior I get that looks dodgy, what is what's not, and then just fixing that from there. I already made a couple fixes to some of the like the chaining stuff, the linking, just bits and bobs. But yeah, I want to do the same thing for the what's it called? Um, yeah, for the radiation. So just I'm just gonna take 2 hours on that quickly, and then
Yeah, and I
once
think
that's
like in general, like getting like it's not just the trace, but is for me is more analyzing the context of
That's
what
the
you
most important because I still think our context is just too. I think it's too simple in a way because I think it's like when we say, "Oh, you're going across," it's like, well, there's so many things that could seem be across. It's like how far away is the thing? How like what is the step height up and down? So now we have like I think it's like 50 or something. You can go up and down, and then your logo no longer across. But what if it's like a meter below you? And it's obviously what you want to do there, right? So maybe you actually just have a jump down that gets there. So I think like you said, there's a bunch of stuff that really can be like used, I guess, and done that we need to actually do. So yeah, let's yeah, I think we just I'm gonna um play around with that and yeah, just go from there. Interesting. It is not easy to make it as realistic as possible, but it is not impossible. Yeah, I think that's something with this game. I guess like because I think you kind of like yeah, yeah, it's interesting because I think um yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. I think it's I guess we talk about it a lot to be fair though. It's like so sorry, someone's saying a question about making the game realistic. I think people just you just don't like people's perception of so many things is like how would you know until someone's attempted to do it? Do you know what I mean? Like I always think that's such a weird like people are like, oh, it won't work this way, or making it look real won't feel fast. I'm like, yeah, but like, how do you know? Like I'm confused as to like because no one's done it. So I'm confused completely as to the sentiment that something isn't possible because when no one's actually done it, it's like I completely get it. There is no game like that, so how can you say what that game will be like? You have not even played it, so it's such a weird like. It's someone saying like, oh, like a third person volleyball game, which I think would be sick. Being like, yeah, that would suck. I'm like, yeah, but have you ever played a third person volleyball game? It's like, no. So well, how do you know what it would be like? It's like you don't know about what the mechanics would be, how it would feel. Yeah, it must be like doing parkour sessions outside to get home and play parkour in the digital world. You can train your mind in real life, 100%. And I think it's just that feeling of like
What are you
there's
reading those messages?
oh it's on the chat in the stream while I
Ah, I see.
patiently await some stuff. But yeah, I just
Ah, we are on the stream. Sorry, I didn't.
yeah no we are streaming yeah sorry
I
I
thought,
didn't
who is
even
he talking to?
me alone. I'm just like yeah just um no yeah it's just yeah banging beach volleyball games. I don't know. It's I see it so often, and I'm kind of just it always just confuses me because I sometimes think that I think people's like expectations or like I think people's scope of what it could a game like this could be is actually so limited to like what you've seen. So like you said, like you don't like I think for most people they don't even know what parkour in a game could be, could really look like. because all their experience of what it is in the game is like fairly limited, right? So I'm like, why can't it be this crazy thing that feels real but feels fluid and like is like you're doing it in the real world, but obviously a bit on crack. I don't know. It just I've just never understood like aiming low. It just doesn't make any. Why would you not try and make the coolest thing possible? Because if you aim high and miss, you're still pretty high. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It's a weird sentiment, obviously, and it can be so weird. It's just like not the parkour, the gaming community. It's such a weird one because like you'll see. I don't even know. People are like, oh, so you post something and they'll be like, oh, we already have Mirror's Edge. I'm like, what? Like, do you know the stupidity of like everything? It's just so sometimes it's just so ridiculous. Like, it's not even disheartening because it's just the dumbest thing. I'm like, what? like, like, what? It's just I don't know. It's like this, like, oh, don't make skate. We already have Tony Hawk. Don't bother. It's like what? Like, I don't know. What is going on here? Can you, Mr. JetBrains? Can you He doesn't want to. Can you? Where's my email? I can't even see my email. Oh, I'm trying to sort out my JetBrains. I might just have to just buy a freaking license, man. I can't lie to you. This is a lot of faff. There's so much faff. Generally cannot be bothered.
I'm I'm working on the turning place. Um,
Oh,
I
do
think I
you want
can
to
have
share your
it.
screen, Dad, while people actually have something to look at, and not just me sat and right there doing
Oh, I
YouTube
mean,
videos.
it's just coding, so it's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
it's
small.
still more interesting than my rider, than my uh
Oh, right, yeah, sure,
fork
sure.
fork thing. And then once I'm up and running, I'll do it.
There you
Actually, it's actually good because then everyone can think I'm really good at coding.
go. Yeah.
I'll just pretend I'm typing on the keyboard like boo boo. Okay, what's going on? Let me just cut me out of this crap. Let me just.
This is some high level programming, David. I mean, unfortunately, it's full of errors, so
Yeah, well there you go.
you know,
Low level.
can have it all.
Don't make me look. Yeah, don't make me look bad here, Dado.
Yes, like just typing wrong things on purpose. Like what? Like class variable public. I'm actually trying to do something rather complex. It's a variadic template argument, and it's quite tricky. So it look good to the gigs, but that's it.
Yeah, guys. Obviously, yeah, just doing my variadic template stuff. If you guys, yeah, it's just me doing it. I totally know what all that means. Yeah, just yeah, it's. If you need any help with the variadic templates, obviously, I've got
All right,
40 years experience programming. Clearly very good.
I'll give it a shout. I mean,
Yeah,
I
just
need actually help. Mostly because Ariel doesn't really want to play ball. But
I see SPP is based on reality, but it's still a game and lets you play with what's with pushing what's possible reality. The same way skate does. It's not a simulation risk group because nobody could do that. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Um,
so extend a symbol.
whoop whoop. All right. Now we've got a license till March. Lovely. No one show anyone this. Don't show anyone from JetBrains Rise or what I've just done. I didn't do anything. So I'm innocent. I'm innocent. All right. We can all stop watching Dada's boring code and instead watch my boring
But,
code. Yeah, 100%.
nice sus. Bro, human actor component.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Broadcast.
All right. So, numero uno, potato. Potato, potato. Let's do this. First thing we're gonna do is yeah, we're gonna change this guy here. May as well do it now before I do it. So the rather than this guy here, right, so we do this guy. I think what we're gonna do instead, I'm gonna use a different trace channel because we're gonna get overlaps, not hits. Um, yeah, and then what we'll do here, I'm just gonna go there to now this may up it a little bit. I can't lie to you, but shouldn't really. To be fair, it just returns overlaps. It's still just a trace. Okay, let's get rid of this dude. I think
Hey, what the hell?
love clown, appreciate it, man. Genuinely, good work. Damn well work. Um, yeah, no.
Hmm. Maybe it was okay all along.
Yeah, I think that's always the plan. I think, yeah, it's just a long old process, isn't it? Crazy though, because for me, I'd love to like in the future make like because I also want to make other games going in the future. Uh, so it's also like during this process, I'm also trying to make sure I'm like learning how to do things properly. Um, you don't realize how like important would be, I guess, until like yeah, until you actually are trying to learn how to do things properly, and you're like, oh crap, yeah, that's not how you do this. This is how you do it. You can't do it. This was work that way. Um, so I guess for ourselves too, because hopefully in the future we make as a studio, make other games and stuff. So It'd be cool to be in a position where, after making SPP, we could say, hey, let's make another game, but we can just use this movement system. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Uh, That's such a weird arrow.
Okay, so
That's sus.
where's the player start? Okay, let's go to Greece. Gonna start permanently debugging in these more complex levels, to be honest. Oh, you turn this go on.
Why is it? What's the buffer balance?
Nothing. I love when nothing happens.
Uh,
People always put on in here.
mm. Wait, hang on.
I spoke to the guys at the radio station as well. They said that sounds calm for this show. Said that that'll be good.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh,
Vivian. Okay, nice. What is this? Okay, now let's go in this guy. It's all a bit of a mess to be, isn't it?
so for the turning place, what do you think is a good input?
I think the turning plays is realistically just like a very small input on the left stick. Now, obviously, the threshold of that is tricky
Yeah,
because what is small for different sticks, right? Um,
yeah.
pause. Um,
Yeah, that was exactly the question because
yeah. We controller for sure. PC on controller. Sorry, Colin was
the
answering questions. Colin.
yes, and also thinking about mouse and keyboard, but
Yeah, true.
um, like in theory, it should be connected to the right stick because that is where you are looking at in a way.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it
It
has to be
depends, right?
to the
Because it
right.
depends on like how you want to approach that. Like, is it a case that you're always looking where you're facing, or you know that kind of thing?
Yeah. Because
Cause
you know that we have that override for the very small steps, right?
mm,
And you press the right shoulder,
right
right?
there, yeah,
So I think like if we do like that would be ideal for the turning place, right? But either you do the small step, uh, or maybe okay, maybe if it's like full on, like if it's like going to the edge but you go these small steps, then you do the locomotion, right? You do, you go back and
yeah,
forth. If you are if you're triggered and you move very small, then it's a turning place.
yeah,
But I mean, it kind of makes sense actually. I, I I wouldn't really be very comfortable into having it without not just a small nudge on the left trigger because on the left thumbstick it just doesn't feel like it's robust enough to.
yeah. Yeah, it's tricky because that is it's one of those ones where it's like in that case is like the forward of the character the thing that we always want to be like focusing on, which I kind of guess, but you also may want to just yeah, like you said, just look around and just view, not have to.
Yeah, I mean, let's try
Interesting.
to have it working with any key and then we decide what is the best
Yeah,
approach.
let's bring this. Let's make sure this guy's actually doing something because I don't know if it is. But yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I think like you said, just like if we get it working just with the left like a small move, because I think one of the things we need is like in general, I think that the starts probably need a little improve. but like we could really should be able to get all of that just in the motion matching. So, and then we can in later down the line look into like doing the little step downs and stuff with motion matching as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously then we can add the yeah, we can add what's it called? Add our I can't even, my brain is actually just not working. We can add our uh it's not jumping. It's yeah, the balancing squeeze and shimmy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's easy because that is fully locomoted, right? Like the turning place is a little bit of an edge case because you really don't have any trajectory to look for. Well, you do
That's
for
the
this,
issue. Yeah.
but yeah, it's not actually.
It's not really, and realist. Yeah, it's tricky though because for certain ones you actually need the character to just be in that set position. Like, so I think like the balance turning place, he really just needs to turn on the spot. Crazy enough. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's a couple interesting ones. I mean, when we did that little balance test with the motion matching, he gave me a lot of hope because. All right, mate. So you're drawing the sphere, which is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. So now, why aren't you doing this, guy? Let me hit. Let me go in here. Let's see where you come out and. Okay, so we don't know either. Oh, yeah, because coming back on myself. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, it's because it's an overlap. Um, yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense to be honest. Actually, that was me just being a little bit stupid. Actually, yeah, that was me being really dumb. Yeah, obviously. Um, me being an idiot. There's a, no overlap isn't a blocking hit. Derp, 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 derp. Very dumb of me. Okay, this should sort that. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it. Once we sort that, we'll just fix some bugs. There we are. Oh, see, just one small change. This is what I mean. It's stuff like this that really makes me laugh. Like, this is in essence one line, a one line change. Like, well, not even a one line, but like in terms of the logic of how we approach things, it's quite a small change, really. But it actually plays a big role because now all of a sudden, a lot of the behavior that you were seeing before was because of this freaking thing not being able to do it. So now, what I want to do now is basically move around this thing, and I want to see spot on ledges at all times. So let's see. Edge detection is looking beautiful. It's looking real beautiful. On the wall, foot on top, drop off. Pop on here, fly to stride. That's see that's the one thing that I want to fix, and that I think is a data problem. In all honesty, actually, ironically, it's actually is just a data problem. Um, so if we go like this, well, let's try this. Right, let's go here. Stride, pop up here, thick, drop off here. Let's walk on to this guy. Let's pop up here, drop off this guy, drop onto this guy. Let's walk off this dude. Let's pop off. Immediately go to applier. Nice. Yeah, see, I really like that. Really like this. Okay, already a lot of things is looking better. Yeah, it's just that I get see a lot of this stuff is data. Like we just don't have like one to clear like such a long surface. But I think that is like something that we can, like the surface width is something to filter into when you do an animation like this. Be like, okay, well, how wide is the thing that you're trying to vote on? Okay, well, pick an animation that is, that really kind of goes along with that as well. So I think the system is actually set up to handle that really well. Oh, it's actually like a ragdoll. Yeah, I mean, it's just the physics going crazy more than anything. Got a bit of bloom, eh?
So yesterday I fixed a lot of the ragdoll reset and teleport like problems. Now, if you ragdoll, you should never get stuck into that infinite loop.
Oh yeah, that yeah. To for that, I did notice. I think yeah. We need to obviously decide on. So this is the next bit there here. So I'm just talking to myself at this point. Like here, you really need to look beyond in a way. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, the fact this picks up all these low edges is annoying, but it shouldn't be much of an issue. I mean, when you're walking, you actually have really decent control. The walk is actually pretty good now. Actually, I can't lie to you.
Yeah, I changed the walking as well yesterday. I mean, change it in terms of I so basically until you are at 90 9% of the stick, you are walking, and then you start running. Still have some adjustment to make. But what I noticed is that on the Xbox 360 thing, no, yeah, Xbox 360 one, like you were at almost like 75% of the stick, not magnitude, and it was reported at one. So it was very hard before to actually have a walk, because it was like you would run all the time as soon
Mm,
as you go basically
yeah.
30% over that threshold, and we go the dead zone at 20%. So you had a minuscule range for the walk, and it's still not great because at around zero point 0.8, um like in real life, the Xbox 360 thinks that is at one, and is so basically if you are 80% like on your way to the edge, that is reported that you are at the edge. So that is
Yeah.
why it's quite hard to walk. But basically, I fixed in a way that I said, okay, if you're like to just walk, just don't do
Yeah.
it.
No,
Are you playing with
you have decent control now. Actually, to be honest, I'm actually quite liking the level of control you have while
Are
walking.
you playing with the PlayStation 5 controller?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Ah, okay, nice. I mean that may be, yeah, a lot more yeah, a lot better. So
Well,
I'm
my
glad that works
PS5
well.
controller is a bit crazy. It's got some crazy stick drift as well. So I'm finding, yeah, my controller is definitely not the most optimal.
Oh, you got the drifting thing.
Yeah, I've got some pretty crazy stick drift.
My PlayStation 5, I think, is dying because, yeah, I go like super silly drift, and I cannot, like, I just open it and put
Same.
what
No,
the
mine's the
device
exact
is.
same.
Yeah, so just not
Oh,
really.
oh my eye, bro. Okay. So now let's. For some reason it doesn't want to. Ah, how come? Interesting. Interesting thing going on here. Um. Ah, dodgy, 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 dodgy McDodge face. I mean, do I have anything to line code in this? No. Okay, so let's see what's going. Oh, do on the blend now. Go back. All right, so. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm just so stupid. I do dumb stuff sometimes. I can't lie to you. I was like, why isn't it working? Bloody hell. Because I deleted it. Hey, Jasper, just fixing some bits and bobs here and there. Couple things just need some tweaking. I already spotted, made already a couple fixes, but I spotted another one that we need to address. Um, yeah. Ooh, a palace backpack. Hey, can I do tricks now? There we go. Thank you. Jeez, I was wondering what was going on here. Do you mean like so now? Was it already this level just becomes way more playable? Oh, see, that's interesting. That is an interesting one. Oh, it's quite smooth, to be fair. Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, those little short drop offs are still need some improvement. Yeah, that's it. A lot of this stuff just still needs. Yeah, so that's one there. To see what's going on there. That's the first guy. Oh yeah, I did. To be fair, I have drastically upped the range at which you can do a lot of this stuff. Yeah, to be fair.
Oh, David, another thing that I changed yesterday, which it could have some side effects, but overall, I think it's something that we need to do. I uh, Now we are attenuating the trajectory. If you
Yeah,
bump
I've
the
noticed
thing.
that. Yeah. Oh, these little collisions or these little buggy things that piss me off. Actually feels quite fast, to be fair.
Maybe today
Oh,
or tomorrow.
sick.
Can we? Can you quickly give me some mockup data? It's just banging against things.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so this is one to fix. And I think that's just in the client. I actually know what the fix for that is, ironically. I actually know exactly what the fix for that is. Yeah. Yeah. Bear in mind I've done some debug things that will screw up a lot of stuff actually. Let me undebug destroy things I have debug destroyed. Um yeah, 0.6. Crazy. Crazy. Uh 0.8. 1.3, I think I did. I what I did for this guy. This is 1.5 maybe was it? I could have been. Maybe like 0.7 there as well. Let's do that. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what the values were. Let me see here. At 1.4, 0.8. Okay, I was off. Bring it back. Um, yeah, there's still the odd thing with the stride that I need to just sort out. But other than that, it's all Gucci. It is all good in the hood. White wine on the evening. Oh, you absolute chicken. She does. Yeah. Like, you don't want to jump? Hmm? Hmm? Well, quite well, actually. Can you stand still, please? What? The devil, whatever that is, has got some devilish collisions. Oh, that worked surprising. See, I think you should just be able to jump to that. To be honest, like that should just be a cross, and you should just pick the one with the right drop down. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. That one looks a bit ridiculous. Okay, so there's a couple of them that I'm like, see, that's ridiculous. So like here, right? It's like, oh, yeah, you can do that. Hell no, can you do that? There is a gap between you. um, could I try an arm jump? See, yeah, here you do it just bail, right? So that's cool. I don't mind that. Huh. That is the next thing. That's that there. Why is it picking up its own thing that it's first on? Realistically, you've got to have a little bit more oof away from it. Oh, no, I'm stuck in a pit. Am I stuck? Can I climb up here? No, I can't. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, too far. I did make it. Oh yeah, I knew. Oh, okay, I still haven't done. Okay, I need to. I did it for the jump, but I haven't done it for the climb. That makes a lot of sense. I was wondering what I was doing. Yeah, cool. That's all right. That's easy peasy. I know the fix for that. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I still think we just need to improve drastically the blend between those pliers. He literally just that dude just huh, huh, uh. See, that's crazy because yeah, that should never ever get picked. Yeah, so it needs to really, really take into account. I mean, we need more data. I will lie to you. It's something I'm finding already. Hello, Mr. Rock Formation. uh, damn, it's yeah, it's still. I think it's still a bit too hard to stay straight with this local version. Could be also my controller sucking. I don't know because I know my stick does not go straight. That's the thing that really infuriates me. Yeah, that I got sold too. I already know the fix of that guy too. Okay, so let's do one fix at a time. Fix number one. Let's sort out this guy. Well, there's two fixes we need to sort. I think the first really actually is is this guy. It's going absolute AWOL. Um, yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? That is just crazy. That should never, ever, ever do that. Um, that'd be a bail as well. Okay, let's um, let's have a look here. So let's first go in here, and then yeah, because I think this is already where it's gone wrong. Um, sometimes it's doing that. I'm like, why are you doing that? I've got a phobia of leaving. Just getting here. Oh wow. Yeah, this is way too. Yeah, no, 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 no. This is way too simple. Yeah, no chance. Yeah, no chance. Um, yeah, yeah, no chance. Um, yeah, no way. Um, yeah, no way. Okay. Um, it's wrong too, to be honest. All high. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it ain't Lechai though. That's not actually what I care about. This is this guy. Damn. That might make quite a big difference actually. Because yeah, we're using the Lechai, which is this guy saying, "Oh, you're only a meter high," and I'm up here where it's like, actually no, you are minus something. So that's why this was dodgy. I was wondering. I just never changed it. I guess. Um, Interesting. Never changed it. Um, that's quite funky. I mean, this should all still work just fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting this to do that. Yeah, that's fine. I was expecting that to happen because it doesn't fall or whatever. Then this guy. Now expecting it not to do anything there. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. So it's doing as like what I would expect. Back it up a little bit. There we go. That's what we now need to fix. I mean, pretty simply put, I'll be honest with you. I'm not entirely sure why it even updates its position. I'll be honest with you. Um, Same goes for that descender. The same goes for that. Um, Now if I climb up again, it should go through the. Yeah, yeah, we'll do. Yeah, yeah. See, this is all. Yeah, that's fine. That's all cool. This makes a lot of sense to me. All right, cool. All right. I mean, that's one good fix there. Then let's fix the next one again. Um, I got a phobia of leaving. Here we go. Yeah, see, I knew it. I goddamn knew it. Um, this is all good. Um, yeah, all we actually need to do really now is bring in the similar thing I do for the to see if we can still update it. Uh, we've got to still compare the validity um, of the move against whatever we're trying to do. Um, Steady evening. I got a phobia of leaving. What's it called? So this guy here, it'll be like it can update. Wait, right. Um, and our base function. Now we do this geezer here, right? So, and this is when I actually give it a little Z offset, which is annoying. Now, I think really, this guy was saying, "Are we taking off on the climb?" or yada yada. Some of them you gotta be like, nah, you can't updo it. Um, yeah. So if not taking off, I mean, there's gonna be some more cases, but I'm just gonna cover the case that I wanna. So you can only do it if you've not taken off and you're doing a climb. And let's add right because we'll do some cases. Um, um, which is what we can do actually. Um, uh, during doing that climb time. Then that'll fix that going through the wall stuff. So a lot of these bugs are pretty much just like little one-liners. I got a phobia of leaving. It's just that job is just still a little too. I mean, I hate the falling animation we do now is just one. So I think a lot of this behavior is going to be still be dodgy. Okay, so let's climb here. All right, yeah, that looks quite good actually. I mean, he moves because of the thing I have going on with the climb stuff, but that's whatever. All right, what in God's green earth happened there? Excuse me, mate. Can you climb up here? Thank you. Uh, can you take a step back? Can you drop down? Yeah, cool. Can you climb back up? You take a step or two back, please. And can you? Okay. Now, if I climb up, yeah, much better. I should be like that all along, to be honest. Really. Super super dodgy. Oh, that's the next. That's that one there. To be fair, that. Ooh. Oh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, yeah. So that makes sense. So that see that guy's still picking up himself for way too long. Yeah, I mean that's a lot better actually. Um, oh, this is quicksand. um, yeah, that's a bail. There's no bails and stuff, so a lot of the stuff is you would just bail. To be fair, I guess if you're doing it too late. Um, all right, so bail. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, so the next thing really is that you can't do something just through midair. You know, you got a fool. Um, um, hate this falling animation. See, my stick is just going. It's just I don't even know where you're off to. Let me see. Does it have a? Sometimes I'm like, is it even? It's like it's got a life of its freaking own. I think it's just my stick being crazy to me. Got a phobia of leaving. Yeah, that's the only thing. That sharp blend. The only thing that is. Ooh. Oh yeah. To be fair, the climbs do have a crazy Z scale. Uh, that I have. I have left that as like 1.8, which is pretty ridiculous to me. I think when I think about it. I should actually change that. Actually, I should change that. See this already. There's always this is another thing. There's a big disconnect here. Um, who's this? Same with the jump scare. So like this, all this stuff is dodgy. See now there's and this is one of the things that I need to eliminate. So I think let's see. So is valid. Let me see how I use this. So I think I use this a couple places. Yeah, cool. Yeah, see this is what I need to be actually doing now. This is the next key thing here to get rid of these weird little. Uh, yeah, so it's like equal is valid scale. Oh, sorry, yeah, it's a static function. So is matching is a valid hard, and then we're gonna say the scale, and then we're gonna pass in our candidate. And then this is what it should look like really. And I mean, in that regard, then then we get jump scale versus the climb scale. That's whatever. Really, we should have this all in one function. Don't think we need to have different ones, but yeah, we need to basically transition this all of these guys here to that, and then you can because that's the other thing. Like they're using different um different ones. Like here, they're all using different guys. Um, and that's what's making it. And so, for example, these guys are the exact same function. Like, do you mean they're the exact? they are the same thing. Yeah, I mean, they actually do the exact same thing. So why the hell is this guy its own? If you get rid of this, one less thing to worry about, basically. And then we can rename stuff. Yeah, bingo. Right. And then same with this dude. Same thing here. Now this changes, right? So potentially you may want to do it, but you could also say like if it's climb, do this one. Otherwise, the jump, do that one. So you don't necessarily even need to have a different one. Which and yeah, let's do that. It's just it doesn't make any um sense otherwise. Like um there you go. So if it's climb, do the climb skill. Otherwise, do that one. Now we get rid of this dude. This is matched. Yeah, invalid. Let's just let's do this properly. Grab scale. We don't use this guy. Just get rid of him. If it's not in use, there's no point in having him here. I think. Um, Drop scale. But interesting. We only use it for the climb, don't we? Oh no, volt off. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, we only use it for vaulting off. I think same principle applies to be honest. Oh, at one point a drop scale is pretty crazy. I'll leave this here for now. Um, so yeah, get your drop scale and do it really easy in one place. Don't need to name it drop scales then. Surface width. Don't know about that guy. Yeah, takeoff surface. Yeah, this guy. Um, yeah, one of the things I need to make sure that I'm doing is that if we have a drop ledge, we have to be taking off before it for it to be distance match. Um, that is one of the key things actually. Um, yeah, and then we need to bring back. You can fall at takeoff. It's a key thing. Like we have to. You got to take off before the edge if you want to do it. Basically. Um, Now the issue is it's tricky because you don't necessarily need to take off before the edge. Um, what you need to well you do, right? But that check needs to be like um, yeah, you either need to take off before the edge or we match to the edge. But if you're before the edge, it's fine. So then we need to do a little bit more in um, that detection matching that matching thing. This guy, I think this really, rather than getting rid of an animation, you should always do something. I don't want it ever to take out animation because you'll fall from the edge. Instead, you should just pick it before. You know what I mean? And then the fact that it's not distance match, you should weight heavy on the choice of it, basically. Because regardless, none of them work then. So let's get rid of that. So this guy here, using this dude to um, filter out anything like that. Uh, mm, 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 mm. I don't know, but I think we could just do that in the like. I think we could have any types when we initialize any types we want to get rid of. So this has our candidates, and then we say any type you want to ignore, for example. Just in the same way, you can specify this guy only. Um, we do the same thing when we initialize. Is there anything you want to get rid of? An array of types that you don't want to look at. So that way we can do it there. But I mean, it's pretty whatever. So landing quality, down the scale. Yeah, I might need that. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, see, automatically, this now just looks a little bit cleaner, I think. Like, less is going on, which is always a lot nicer. Now let's do the same for the weighting. So, weight, height, scale. So, again, it's just like there's a big old disconnect between the two. That we really need to sync up. Uh, Yeah, you don't really know what is going on then, otherwise, you know what I mean? Height, scale. This should be accounted for itself, so that's ridiculous. They say wait, it's like in here we say if say right. We can even do we don't need to store that value. Get rid of that. So then we say like if it's valid one, multiply by itself. Much better way of doing it to me. And then same here, like realistically, like now this here, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, but now the other thing, realistically, that matters is that distance offset. That's the other thing that might be playing a little bit of a role that we need to look at. Because we're saying that, hey, oh, yeah, at no point do we filter out though, so it's just we weight it, the scale stuff, so it's badly weighted, I guess. Slight, that's the only, potentially quite tricky. Might have to get rid of that offset crap. I'll be honest with you. Might have to get rid of it because I think that is probably a little bit dodgy. Um, already looking at height scale, yeah, let me get rid of this guy. Let me go in here and actually get rid of arm distance. So I'll go height scale, distance scale, drop off scale. Okay. These ones, I guess, we can keep for now, but they can all go. This guy, get rid of yourself. Um, these guys I can get rid of too, but whatever for now. Um, yeah, yeah, this is useless. That is useless too. All right, I feel better about that. Let's now go in here. So let's say name filter um, height scale filter distance scale. This one really matters too, the height of it stuff. Actually, probably matters just as much. Velocity is important, but this guy is more important. I think for a climb. All right. So we ain't got the we ain't got the we ain't got the type. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. This one just plays match. All right. Cool. Now I know for sure something gonna go. Something's gonna be broken somewhere. Oh, maybe not. To be fair, let's fire this back up. Make sure stuff is working, and then we can look at adjusting the other guy. The next thing is the um. Oh, I didn't put the stream on the Discord. Oh my bad. I didn't put the stream on the Discord. Let's do that. It's just it doesn't make any.
Can anyone actually hear me? I can't. I don't know if my Nvidia broadcast is just botched though. I can see my camera moving, but I don't have my audio stuff, so I don't know if anyone can even hear me. If someone can hear me, can you just put in the chat? Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, which I mean doesn't really matter. But yeah, we gotta stay in Greece. Love how quick everything is. Like now you play, you actually just dropping the level. Alright, let's make sure stuff is working. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Curious as to what's actually going on there. That's crazy that it still picks that. I won't lie to you. It's pretty mad. See, then he just rotates. So yeah, the rotation stuff we definitely got to sort out. And yeah, just some bad animations. All right, so let's yeah, that is the other thing to really look at. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. This is the next one. Yeah, this is the next issue here. See there. Oh, and it's because yeah. You know what? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think an 100 might have to just be one. It can't be the same input as a stick. You know what? Hold on. Let me. These will all turn into like his arm jump input active or something like that. Let's do that. And then just to like sort out. And then, okay. And then oh, okay. Cheers, Luke.
that drop to land is really jarring. I won't lie to you. It needs to just play out animation. Really jarring. Oh yeah, it's there we go. Interesting. Okay, that's one of the that's quite cool actually. You can okay, cool. This is an interesting case that I've just noticed. Yeah, very cool. Okay, okay, very cool. I think I know what's cracking. I think I know what is cracking lacking. Um, I believe it's the case of Piska K. Yeah, here. um, yeah, I think it's this guy. That guy's doing it. Um, yeah, I knew it. I was wondering, interesting. Um, because we're now playing that guy. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Um, yeah, that's quite interesting actually. Ah, interesting. All right. Let's move this back. Right. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this crap. Let's move this back in here. Let's see if this will actually work. Now, obviously, I'm repeating things here, but I just want to see something. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I need to make some food in a minute. I'm in the mood for some pork belly. That's what I'm fancying. Um, that's dodgy as well. To see what cracking there. Um, okay, so interesting. Ah, Sorry, guys. Yeah. No, you'll be able to play all this. Everything you see, you'll be able to play. Actually, so, things. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let me impact landing angle. Sorry, let me. So I can see what's going on. Whoa. Huh. Okay. That's what we want to see. Why do you start falling, my friend? Why do you start falling? Did this get cool? One way to find out. I really need to eat. I'm so hungry. No, it doesn't. Oh, I didn't. It didn't get any. Ah, this one makes sense. This makes sense. Do you know what it might be? Actually. Oh, you know what? I mean, that's quite cool to be fair. Yeah, because it's looking at the previous one when it decides to do its arm jump. That's one of the faces I need to do. That's why this one then works. What I now need to see is that it going to fall. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. So let's. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's. I don't know why I need this open, but I really don't like it when it's not open. Yeah, I don't really need it open, but it feels weird to me coding when this is not. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, right? But it just feels really dodgy. I don't know. I like seeing it on the side. I mean, this looks a lot cleaner. Actually, probably is better to do it this way. Um, so let's see here, right? So on transition to climb, we begin climbing. This guy says set climbing. Climb. Oh. What I want to also you know what I really should be debugging in here is, do we start walking at any point? It's gonna go back to walking. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. Okay, so Two separate places. That already, to me, is dodgy. Let's see. Do we set walking at any point? Okay. Set to climbing. That worked completely fine. Interesting. Interessant. There's a lot of places in which we do this. That you see how it should ping one time, really? And it pings like 3 times? Sus. So the first time is when we say stop climbing, set walking. The second time, landing callback. Ah, highly dodgy. Yeah, see, stop climbing already does that. See, yeah, we don't need this dude. This dude's dodgy. So this guy here, we said if it's climbing, what is going on here? This is all a bit of a mess. Who wrote this code? Definitely not me. What? I would never write such terrible code. You're like, what is this? Um, like, what is this doing really? Like, what is this weirdness? Um, why would you not just do these? I'm confused as to why. If you're climbing, stop climbing. If you're doing a climb action, stop doing a climb action. But and then set walking. Yeah, see, stop climbing should have nothing to do with setting walking. That's dodgy. So let's yeah, let's just clean up this debug. It's a bit of a mess. So okay, so then here we say stop climbing where? Okay, on the landing callback. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, okay, so on land when we land, so stop this. It's pre-enable collisions. Are you doing a climb? See, this is already useless. Like it's just add code. Honest with you. Um, so then here, then we say, oh, are we transitioning to a climb of some sort? If so, begin climbing. Trigger your queued action. Right, there we go. So, what I want to see. Yeah. So, all right, now. So now we say walking once. Good. As it should be. Okay. So here we say, oh, you actually want to climb. Begin climbing, set climbing. Go into my function, set your climbing. Interesting. Why does it set it to falling? That is the yeah. See, move underscore falling. Ah, interesting. So let's actually go to our
You're going to this geezer. Look at this here. We need to see why. Yo, so it goes to walking. It does go to walking. So, something somewhere definitely does walking. Yeah, we go. I was wondering what was happening. Here it is. Okay, so this is the point at which it gets sus. Notify the land. So we do our landing callback. On our landing callback, we're doing a climb action. Ah, that's sus. That's wrong. Is doing a climb action. See, this should never get pinged because we're not doing a climb action. We're ooh. Look at this guy. I've got you now. Now I've got you. So now let's figure out what in. Let's debug. Let's debug something. Let's go. Um. Oh, oh. Because is doing climb action hit me back as being true. Oh, dodgy. Hold up. All right, so okay, I need 2 seconds to debug this. What you got here? Now let's grab this guy. And let's go like this. Oh, I need to So let's just move this dude onto this ledge. Don't waste my own time. Yeah, hella dodgy. Hella dodgy. Can it even get? This is hella dodgy, man. What? He's doing climate action. It's true. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, ah, that makes a lot of sense. I ain't gonna lie to you, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. What's happening is on the landing callback here, this guy is pinging. So we say, oh, yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, do arm jump and transition to climb. So now you're in the climbing state, right? Yeah, do arm jump, transition to being in the climb state. Yeah, 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 all good. Trigger your cued action, which happens to be a climb, which means you go in here and you say climb. Then want to climb. Then begin climbing. You say, oh, you know what? Not like, yeah. Then it's saying, oh, choose best climb. It's gonna be a climb up. Begin climbing. Now, what happens then is then you go into your climbing landing callback. And then your climbing landing callback says, oh, you're climbing? Well, stop climbing. Um, yeah. Okay. Because that callback is happening directly after we've just began climbing. And thus lies the problem of doing it inside there. Yeah. Yeah, that's not gonna work. All right. Okay. Okay, I know the exact fix for this too. Okay, that's opened up the that's made me realize some stuff. That makes sense. So we have to, yeah, we gotta move this out. This has to happen after any of our callbacks are done. Yeah, this has to happen after all the callbacks are done. There's no other way, really. Now we've got to do this. Yeah, really, it's got to do it. You're landing callbacks. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, we got to do it there. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I think really. Yeah. Oh, damn. Trigger acute action. No, this is human actor component guy. Um, what we really need to do is, yeah, this landing callback. Do your manager's landing callback, but then here we need to trigger our own one, which will mean that we need to be in the parkour component to have that function. Or we make this trigger acute action. This guy here. But it's got like, yeah, like it normally it's got parkour things. So really this landing callback needs to be a parkour guy rather than, yeah, this needs to be a parkour component geezer rather than a human actor geezer. Or we make it virtual void so we can override it. Which actually probably maybe that's what we should probably do actually. And that way we can override it in our parkour component to also trigger acute action when we want to do a landing or a blend out. That's probably what we want to do.